Welcome back there, YouTubers. It's another episode. If I sound a little crazy, I apologize. It is Monday the 5th. And, got home from Maggie last week and ended up with some kind of sinus infection and still trying to get over it, but for the most part, I'm over it. On that note, though, had a great time at Maggie Valley and Mini Nats. If you weren't there, make sure you be there next year. It's going to be awesome. I got a feeling things are going to change a little bit with All Truck Nationals, Southeast All Truck Nationals being in Maggie Valley in October. So, with that being said, I believe it's time. Can you guess what we're doing? What's that off of? Let's see here. The bed for pumpkin. It is off the truck. And there she is. So, we got the bed off tonight. Got started on pumpkin. And what we're going to do tomorrow night, we're going to roll the bed outside, get it out of the way, and we're going to bring the truck back inside, and we're going to get started on it. Updating all the air on it, moving the air manifold, just doing all kinds of stuff. Then we got to go underneath the front, do some cutting under the front, getting it straight. Then if we see anything that needs to be fixed, we're going to fix it. I've already seen that the lower 4-link bushings definitely need to be replaced. We're going to take a look at the uppers on the wishbone and see how they look. They look so I may just go and replace them anyways. So, with that being said, it's right at 11 o'clock Monday night. We knocked off early. There weren't much point in trying to do anything else. But what we are going to do is we're going to go from 2 compressors on this truck to 4 485s. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of compressors, a lot of air. So we're going to have to run a new power wire from the front to the back to be able to feed those compressors. New relays, new everything. And we're going to hardline this truck. That's going to be interesting. First time hardlining. I've heard people complain about it, and I've heard people say it's the best thing ever. We're going to find out. While we're at it, we're going to rebuild the AccuAir VU4. We're going to go with the the Jason Thorbeck manifold block for the VU4. And we're going to change out all the fittings. Go to something nice for the hard lines. And need to fix that fuel filler right there. I don't know who did it, but she's a little loose. So, need to fix that. We're going to add brackets for a tank, brackets for compressors, bracket for a manifold, and whatever else we come across. So, you guys stay tuned. And this is episode 1 on the pumpkin rebuild. Alright. Hope you guys can hear me over the fan over there. A little warm in the shop tonight. But we're at the point of fuel cells ready to come out. Air tank has been removed. We have the fuel lines pulled back. Compressors are off. Yeah, we're gonna clean up a lot of this wiring that's back here. We're gonna finish cutting off those pieces there and that one over there, which was holding the tank up. And then we'll put in probably 2 seamless tanks right there. And bags are out. We have new bags going in. All the airlines coming out is getting hard lined. And what else we got going on? Oh yeah, bushings. I don't know if you guys can see that one. I don't know if you guys can see that one, but that one is busted and cracked. So we're going to yank the 3-link out of there. We're going to replace all the bushings. And manifold is underneath the truck above the muffler. It's coming out. I think we're going to put it over here on the side of the frame. And its own little area, and we'll build a splash shield from the wheels. What else? Then after we get the back finished up, the front wheels come off, and we will be cutting inside the fender wheel there, up in there, to clearance for the wheels and tires, because when you air it out, it catches and grabs. What you working on?
Chasing this skimpy power wire for those compressors. Out of here, it's got to go.
Yeah, it looks like they use maybe a 12-gauge power wire for these compressors.
Not even more.
Maybe a 10, but it's definitely not an 8. It's definitely not a 4.
It only changes colors like 3 times.
And we're going with 4 485s. So we'll definitely beef up that power wire. We've got a 200 amp stinger going on this, and we'll put in a big circuit breaker up front as well. Compressors, the new ones, I think we'll do 2 on this side and we'll do 2 on the other side, and they'll feed into those tanks, and the tanks will be tied together as well. Oh, what else? Is there anything else I'm missing right at the moment? I don't think so. So I'm gonna try to do better at telling you guys what's going on as we're going through the process. I've gotten into the habit of just saying in the intro what we're doing and then putting it on time lapse and running through it. So let me know if you guys like to let you know what we're doing in the intro and just run through it through time lapse, or if you like us, like us stopping and describing what we're doing and why we're doing things like that. So just let me know, and we'll see what we can try and change up for you guys. All right, back to it. Alright, so what we're doing now, we are cutting off the bolts that were holding the fuel cell in place. They were too short. the bolt itself was not actually able to come through or even hardly touch the nylon in the lock nut. And those bolts were welded. So we're gonna cut them off, we're gonna put new ones on, and those are 1 inch, we're gonna go to 1.5 inches. That way they're long enough. Also, front bumper, not on the truck. The grill is not on the truck either. We have pulled out tons of wire, and we're gonna have to redo a bunch of it. I mean, just for reference, we're gonna redo all of it. For some reason, I don't know who wired it, who wired the AccuAir up, but definitely could have been done a different way. And with that being said, we're gonna fix all that wiring and have it done right. And plus we're adding in, we're going from what, 2 480s, old school 480s too. When I say old school, I mean, I think they were like 1.3 CFM 480 compressors, and now they're running like, 3.5 CFM, the new ones. So big difference there. We're getting rid of the 480s and we're going to 4 485s. A lot more power is going to be needed. So we're going to run 2 gauge from the batteries to the back to a 200 amp stinger, from there to a distribution block, and then from that distribution block back out to the compressors with 8 gauge. That way we got plenty of power back there. Plenty of power. And while we got the bumper off, we're going to replace the kill switch that's back there. It's kind of finicky and touchy. Half the time it don't want to, you got to get it just right, you know what I mean? So we're going to fix that, change that out, and a lot of work, a lot of work. You'll miss. So, while we're at it, if the link bars will fit in the oven, we are going to powder coat it with that orange color we have, which we did the coolant reservoir with, and if they fit. I know the wishbone's not going to fit, but the lower 4 link bars fit. They're going to go in the oven. They're going to get powder coated. Yeah. Also, take a look at this. We have we're going to weld this bracket on. VU4 is going to sit here. The ECU is going to sit there, and this bracket is going to go somewhere down in here. Haven't decided exactly where it's going to go yet. It's going to go right down there in that corner. Because it was directly above the muffler. I don't know if you guys can see. But it was directly above the muffler. And the ECU was on the frame beside the muffler. All that heat, we're gonna move it.
Probably coming to the
But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but anyways. And we're going to go to, of course, hard lines. believe we said that already. And yeah, we're gonna go with a double seamless tank setup right here, and then the fuel cell will go back there in the back again. But I think that's it at the moment. Of course, like I said, the wishbone and the lower link bars got to come out so we can redo the bushings. Getting new bags. I'm pretty sure I said that already. Yeah. And yeah, we'll get back to it.
Got something else loose up there.
Take it. I think that's up the ball joint.
So it does get up there now.
Yeah. That's what's rubbing. It's right there.
That's
That's what's rubbing.
Yeah. And shake.
I think the hyme joint itself is bad too.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Alright, shake it.
Alright, that's where we're going to end this video. Found some bad stuff up in there. The driver's side upper front hyme joint was bad. The passenger side upper control arm rear hyme joint is bad. So we went ahead and ordered all 4 brand new hyme joints. Some of the bolts weren't long enough to go through the nylon and the lock nuts. There were some that didn't even have a nylon lock nut. They were just regular plain nuts. Then the lower control arm. So we went ahead and just ordered all brand new bushings for it. And all brand new bolts and nuts for it as well. Just go ahead and change everything and be done with it. As far as the front fenders go, we have clearanced them to the point where it lays out as far as it'll go. And without completely redoing the inner fenders, that's gonna be it. You know, that is what it is there. But this way there's no metal dragging to cut tire or dig into the tire now. So that part is fixed. What else? This week's gonna be a little crazy. It's the week of the 12th. Both my daughters have dance recital. And they have dress rehearsal this week. My oldest has a dance recital at the school, the elementary school, and then she has dance recital for the dance studio she's at. This week's gonna be a little tricky to get some content, so I'm hoping I can try and get something for you guys. We've ordered a lot of parts for this truck. We've ordered at least $1,000 worth of parts to go on this truck, on top of what we already ordered before we started working on this truck. Yeah, a lot more parts than what we were anticipating. But again, like I said in the beginning of the video, and like I told the guy that owns the truck, I'm going to make sure this truck is 100%. It is safe for him to drive, take home. Therefore, he doesn't have to worry about any of it. That is one thing that I make sure, you know, and I really take pride in, is to make sure that when things leave my shop, it's done, and it's done right. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's not going to take a chance in hurting anybody if I can help it. So if I see a problem, I'm going to fix it. Alright, on that note, we're going to end it here. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and let's get these subscribers up. We're sitting at 628 currently. We were at 630 yesterday, and it's done dropped down to 627 and come back up to 628. At 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway. So, if you guys want to get on that sooner rather than later, share the channel, share the videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll get to that when we get here. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but we'll find out. Next up, I am going to start gauging interest on doing another pre-order for shirts. If you guys got anything that's special that you want to see on, on a shirt, comment down below, or send me an email, or send me a text, or whatever on Facebook, Instagram. Text my phone, and we'll see what we can incorporate. But it's getting kind of lengthy. I know I've talked a lot in this video, and like I said, I tried to do something different. Try to talk throughout the video versus just one big long intro and one big long outro. So we'll catch you guys next time. Keep doing work. And I'm sorry I haven't got a Mazda video up for you guys. We have some content saved, but it's not quite enough to release a video. So we'll see if we can squeeze some of that back in here in the middle of building, rebuilding pumpkin while we're waiting on parts and stuff. All right. Like I said, keep doing work. We'll catch you guys next time.